and gave me money so I won't kill myself.
That's stupid.
We love TV here at the Pop Cult Pod, so for our first video we found two people who love TV even more than us. Beavis and Butt-head, who gave an excellent Christmas combo. Of course, it's incredibly wholesome. Starting with, humbug. After getting yelled at by his boss, Beavis starts daydreaming about if he was the boss of Burger World, and in this new reality, he's visited by 3 ghosts. Okay, well, actually first he tries to, check out a Christmas Carol themed porno.
Everybody's a screw. Yeah. Bob, scratch it. Yeah. Come on, show the chick.
However, it's interrupted by a ghostly visage from his past, Butt-head, who warns him. I mean, kinda.
What are you doing in a porno? I'm trying to score. What do you think? Tonight, you will see some ghosts or something.
I can't imagine what horrors await as he's visited by the first ghost, the ghost of Christmas past, played by Mr. Anderson, who shows him the beauty of the life he's lived so far.
That's you on Christmas Day when you were 5 years old. And here's you at 6, and 7, and 8, and here's you on Christmas Day when you were 13. You've wasted your life, boy.
Yeah, beauty is actually a very strong word there.
Yeah, that's cool. At least I'm not some old fat dude.
Well, hopefully, the ghost of Christmas present, Mr. Van Driesen, can enlighten Beavis as he shows him the humble life of Principal Vickers. And this will surely cause Beavis reason to reflect.
I hope he brings home some French fries.
Sorry I'm late, but Beavis wouldn't let me off. Look, here's Christmas dinner. Your Christmas present. Stick-on tattoos.
Of course it doesn't. Well, I don't know why I thought that would work.
He should get fired. For stealing that food.
Beavis, I think you should know that this is the only food the McVicker family has to eat. And because you're such a strict boss, his children may not be around to see next Christmas.
I'll fire his ass. Yeah.
Well, at least the ghost of Christmas future, Coach Buzzcut, will straighten him out as he shows him the fate that awaits if he doesn't change his ways.
Where's their kids?
Beavis, don't you get it? They never had enough food to eat, thanks to you.
Oh, wait a second, I get it. So like they ate their kids?
No, you idiot! They didn't have enough food for their kids!
Unfortunately, Beavis has a very different opinion of what the future holds.
Would you like to speak to my manager?
Yes, I would.
I'm back. Cool.
And as he's shown his grave, he's reminded of his own mortality. That he has to change his ways, or a very sorry fate awaits him indeed. Although, Beavis seems less worried about the name on the grave and more about what's printed underneath his name.
Whoa, check it out. There's some dead dude with the same name as me. He never scored. He never scored. What a loser.
All you did was watch pornography, and because of that, you never scored.
That sucks.
And after all that, Beavis surely is a changed man. No, he's not. Obviously he's not. Of course he's not. But at least he seems happy with what the future holds.
The future's like, it's pretty cool. It's gonna be alright. Cause I'm gonna be your boss, and I'm gonna have a VCR and some porn. That's cool.
Well, hopefully Butthead can have more of an epiphany from his tale, It's a Miserable Life. Most of the people who know Beavis and Butthead seem to wish they didn't exist.
Just make them go away.
Make them go away.
We need a miracle.
Please.
They could die in an accident.
Even their guardian angel can't drag them away from the TV long enough for them to turn their life around and figures they're a lost cause. So, he has to convince them to kill themselves or just die.
There's no reaching them. Just watch.
Yoo-hoo, Beavis and Butt-head. It's me, Charlie, your guardian angel.
This show sucks. Yeah, change it.
You must take away from these two human beings the greatest gift of all, their very lives.
To do that, he shows them a world, specifically he shows Butthead, that the world would be a lot better if he never existed. For a change, they turn off the TV and go looking for chicks. So their guardian angel seizes on the opportunity and tries to convince Butthead by showing him that the people of Highland would be a lot better if he was never born. And it's hard to argue with the logic. For example, Tom Anderson, for once, has a beautiful yard. until Butthead shows up and immediately ruins it.
What in the hell?
Principal McVicker looks amazing, and Daria's doing really well too. Something that Butthead doesn't seem that impressed by either.
You weren't there to make Principal McVicker lose his hair.
Whoa, that's McVicker?
And you weren't there to destroy Daria's image of boys. It really is a wonderful life without you.
No way. This sucks. This is worse than that crap on TV.
Finally, we get an answer to the question many contemporary philosophers have pondered. What of Beavis, if not for Butthead? Seems like it's working out really well for Beavis. He's helping at a homeless shelter and seems to have it all together and is way less of a burnout loser.
Have we met, sir?
It's me, you bunghole.
What's a bunghole?
You're a bunghole.
Seeing all this, Butthead realises the error of his ways. Well, not really, but we do get an incredibly touching moment when Beavis remembers the word Butthead said to him.
Hey, Beavis, are you alright?
Ah, yeah, I'm okay. We get some crazies in here, huh? Bunghole. Oh, boy. Bunghole. Kind of like that. Bunghole. Bunghole.
It's beautiful.
Whoa. What's your problem, bunghole?
Do you know what a bunghole is?
Yeah, you're a bunghole. Bunghole.
Yeah, their guardian angel never stood a chance. In fact, their guardian angel probably needed a guardian angel of his own because they're certainly no help.
What about jumping in the river? What about making the world a better place?
You know, this Christmas sucks.
And they conclude that the world sucks, but it would suck a lot more without them in it.
It's like, even though the world sucks, it would probably suck even worse without us.
Yeah, really.
Oh! While it might not hit you in the feels like some other Christmas specials, it certainly is a joy to see these Christmas classics through the warped and waster lens of Beavis and Butthead. And certainly I can say, I think the world would be a much worse place without those two couch potatoes in it. Although I'm glad I don't know them in real life. That would be a whole other story. He said a-hole.
Why does every channel have some dumb Christmas thing?
Maybe it has something to do with like Christmas or something.
Oh yeah.
It's about time you got used to this, Hank. Your mother told you almost a year ago that she had a boyfriend.
She said gentleman friend. I didn't know it was the same thing. I thought they'd just sit and have tea and talk about how good the tea is, you know, not too hot, that kind of thing.
Anytime you put Hank Hill outside of his comfort zone when it comes to displays of affection, you've got gold. Especially when it involves his mother.
It's so good to see you.
Mom, we're in public, one hand only, okay?
But I've missed you.
Thank you very much.
So when he meets his mother's new partner, Gary, things get downright uncomfortable.
Hank, I recognize this from your baby pictures. I'm glad to meet you at last, Boychuk.
Hey, let go.
Never, you'll never get away.
Hank will do anything he can to avoid that particular elephant in the room, you know, the elephant called Gary, such as turning on a TV and watching his favourite show to avoid having a conversation with the man.
It's been a long time since I've had these feelings.
Sorry, but now is a bad time. This is my program.
Take this man's hiccups to heal him.
Please don't talk to me about anything else right now.
There's nothing we can... Big up!
I'm sure Hank actually would have preferred to have the conversation as opposed to what really happened, which is that he walks in on his mother and Gary, I think Hank actually put it best.
I saw Mom and Gary, in the throes of, activity.
You won't have to worry about seeing something like that again, though. In fact, you won't have to worry about seeing anything again, because seeing that turned Hank blind.
My eyes. I've gone blind.
Is something wrong? You look very strange.
Well, I guess I'll have to take your word for it. I can't see a thing. I've gone blind.
Oh, good Lord.
Of course, Hank being Hank, he doesn't want to talk about it because that would involve, talking about it. So, because of that, we get a lot of jokes and humour out of Hank being suddenly blind.
I poked myself in the eye. It's the darndest thing.
But what about the other eye?
Well, it seems the other eye compensates by shutting itself down.
My entire life I've been reading Psychology Today. I never heard of an eye sympathetically shutting down.
I've got a magazine you ought to read. It's called The 10 Commandments.
Who's he talking to?
And it seems like we're not the only ones who enjoy it. It seems like the other friends of his on Rainy Street are getting a lot of enjoyment out of it too.
I know what your problem is, Hank. Your finger's too big. That's why you poked your eye out.
Ha 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 ha.
Bring. Phone for you, Hank.
The joke's on you, funny man.
Not everyone is convinced of Hank's blindness though, such as his father, Cotton Hill, who has come up with a foolproof test.
Still blind, huh? Or are you faking? And either you're blind or you're slow. I'd believe both.
Cotton isn't the only one tricking people though, as Peggy tricks Hank into getting a ride to his father's with Gary in the hope that they might actually talk it out. They don't.
I'll tell you what you're passing. Here we got a billboard. They want us to buy some filing cabinets.
Shut up! You're driving me insane.
Oh, look, a hitchhiker with a beard, a gun, and a dog. I think we'll pick him up.
No.
But we can take the dog.
No.
He'll lick your face. You'll feel better.
No.
But we do get a really good moment when Cotton starts berating Hank's mother and Gary stands up for her.
I'm in visiting with Tilly. Just thought I'd help out.
Tilly? My old Tilly? I don't know what year she told you she was, mister, but that odometer's done rolled over.
You don't talk about her like that. Tilly's a great woman, a wonderful woman, and all you did was dump on her. Shame on you. If I catch you talking like that again, I'll kick your ass.
Gary is a nice guy all around though, it seems. In fact, he admits to Hank that he thinks he knows what caused him to go blind.
You saw me and your mother in the kitchen. I'm not flattered that it made you go blind, but obviously it's something psychological with you.
And in a show of good faith, pun intended, he brings him to the Faith Healing Church from his favourite show.
Canvas Cathedral? The big TV church on the highway?
You said it was your favorite.
I don't really believe in this faith healing stuff, but it's a really nice gesture.
And Hank starts to recognise that Gary's in fact a good man.
I do it because I love your mom.
Well, she's very fond of you too. And it's not such a bad thing, I'm beginning to think. Hey, no fair. I didn't see you coming. Okay. Got your jollies by now?
And in a Christmas miracle, he gets his sight back.
Is this man your son?
I'd like to think maybe one day.
Yeah, well, I guess that would be an all right way to be thinking.
Just in time to put foot to ass for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Hey, Hank, how's the weather? Oh, right. You're blind.
Man, ain't good with that dang old stick, man. Even though walking like he can see again, man. Like, ain't kind of looking old pooky, man. He ain't got a sight, man. Run!
King of the Hill to me is one of the great underappreciated animated comedies out there. It's a lot more grounded than its contemporaries and it's got a drier sense of wit. But if you enjoy the show like I do, it's hard to go wrong with this episode. Anytime you put the repressed Hank Hill in a situation that involves sex, you're going to eat well. But then you've got the great guest turn from Carol Reiner as Gary, the fantastic hysterical blindness story, and an appearance from one of my favourite characters of all time, Cotton Hill.
Well, let's go get a tree, boy.
You couple that with the nice emotional arc of Hank coming to accept his mother's new partner, and you've got a fantastic holiday episode from the Hills. One of many, but for whatever reason this one has always stuck out to me as a favourite. So crack open a can of Alamo, eat that propane cooked turkey, and don't forget to shoot your Christmas tree down. And enjoy Christmas with the Hills.
Now we will open the presents.
I'll pass them out like usual. Oh, we got something square. Did somebody ask Santa for something square? Here you go, Bobby.
The lighting of the town Christmas tree. Can you think of anything more American? An American flag?
Or an American flag with Christmas trees for stars. Ooh, that would make a good cake. Note to self, I like cake.
The holidays mean different things to different people, but thankfully Stan Smith knows there's one way to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ.
Ah, this is more like it. Two teenagers sitting on an old man's lap as a midget snaps a picture. If that doesn't commemorate our Savior's birth, I don't know what does.
I've probably already annoyed Stan by calling it holidays, as he's unhappy that Christmas is being replaced by the holidays, and that the traditional values of Christmas is being lost. And do you know who's to blame?
Well, do you?
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda. After throwing a real fit about the whole thing, Stan is visited by the ghost of Christmas past, who shows him the Christmas of his childhood, which is a great idea.
And that happy little boy is you. 'Tis Christmas morn, 1970. President Nixon is in the White House. The Partridge Family toppeth the charts with I Think I Love You.
Not such a good idea was reminding him about Jane Fonda again.
And Jane Fonda is filming her Oscar-winning role in Clute.
Bad ghost. Bad choice. Bad ghost. So, if Stan wants to save Christmas, he has to kill Jane Fonda.
There's only one way to save Christmas. Kill Jane Fonda.
Although, as it turns out, Jane Fonda isn't actually to blame for all this.
You have the power to be so much more than that.
Donald Sutherland.
You're destined to be a great woman. You know, you should get involved in politics.
Sutherland pushed her into politics. He's the one I have to kill.
What did you say?
Yes, turns out Donald Sutherland is more to blame, so he sets his sight on him.
Let's talk about it over drinks. Maybe at my place?
Let's talk about it over your brains. Maybe all over the place? Delightful.
However, before he gets a chance to follow through on that excellent quip, he's brought back to his own time by the ghost of Christmas past. Brought back to his home in America. Now under the control of the Soviet Union.
What's a Soviet tank doing in America?
I'll tell you what it's doing here. You changed something in the past that affected the future. Stan Smith, you destroyed America!
How, you ask? Well, Stan also met a very young Martin Scorsese and got him off drugs, hey! Which created a really bad domino effect.
Getting Scorsese off drugs means he never did all the cocaine that fueled him to make Taxi Driver. Which means he never cast Jodie Foster. Which means John Hinckley never obsessed over her. And he never tried to impress her by shooting President Reagan.
Which means Reagan was never empowered by surviving an assassination attempt. He must have lost to Mondale in '84.
Bingo. 47 days into his presidency, Mondale handed complete control of the U.S. over to the Soviet Union.
There's your lesson, kids. Keep doing drugs. One person whose life he didn't ruin, though, is Roger, who was, by the way, alive in the 70s and on Earth since Roswell, thanks for finally asking. But Stan dropped a tape that he bought for Roger, full of disco music, and Roger has just been strip mining that through the 70s to become a disco sensation and an incredibly rich millionaire. There's not a lot else to say about that story. It's just a fun little side plot that keeps the story going when we're kind of bored of the Christmas story, and yeah, it's a blast. So with Scorsese now drug-free, Stan decides to make Taxi Driver himself, the way it should have been.
It looked like you were talking to the mirror.
Like I was having a conversation with the actual mirror?
Yeah.
Not the person in the mirror.
No, now let's do it again, and this time...
You're an idiot. I quit.
Now I can make this movie with the actor I wanted from the start.
Yeah, he's no Martin Scorsese, though.
Howdy, Pilgrim. Let's go home, Iris.
And with his Taxi Driver failing, Stan is only left with one option. Kill one of his heroes. Kill Ronald Reagan.
Remember, you only need to wing him.
Oh no, just wing him!
Wow, thank you. Jeez, that would have been ugly.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
While the idea of this whole thing being to save Christmas seems a bit trivial, Stan does recognise that more important than anything is that he has his wife and kids.
If the Soviets control the U.S., there really won't be a Christmas.
I'll miss all that, but at least I'll still have you and the kids.
What kids? If you don't fix this, you and Francine might never meet. Your kids might never be born.
Francine, I came back here to save Christmas, but the most important part of Christmas is you and the kids.
American Dad is often overlooked in the shadow of Family Guy, but this is a great example of what the show can offer. The constant conflict Stan faces with his conservative values in an ever-changing world. The wacky sci-fi explorations it often goes on, and it's all wrapped in a festive bow that's a bit It's a Wonderful Life, it's a bit Christmas Carol. And ultimately it gives us the really sweet message that regardless of what the holidays or Christmas mean to you, and it means many different things to many different people, it's about us spending time with the people we love.
We're having Christmas after all!
You fixed everything!
He sure did.
This one is for you, but I think it's broken.
That's okay, beautiful. I already have everything I want.
Which should hit you right here. And if it doesn't, I'm sure Roger will point you in the right direction.
I got your Christmas right here. That's where my genitals are.
Kids, why don't you take Stewie to see Santa?
Santa? Oh, it's not possible. Sitting alone in this public setting, no bulletproof glass? Klaus, you make it too easy. Change me. I've leaked through my ski pants and I won't face him wet.
Today, we're watching an all-time Christmas classic. Kiss Save Santa.
But Mrs. Claus, who would kidnap Santa?
Well, Ace, that's what I want you boys to find out.
Someone stole Santa? That does not rock!
Easy, Gene. Guys, let's go save Christmas. To the kids' copter!
In all seriousness though, early Family Guy, and by early I mean first time it was uncancelled, had a lot less edgy randomness to it. It was a simpler time when Stewie was still homicidal and the characters felt like, characters still. And that's not to say the later seasons don't have their moments, but in season 3 we got an all-time classic episode in a very special Family Guy Freakin' Christmas. It does nail a lot of frustrating parts of Christmas though, like having to wear your Christmas apparel when you really don't want to.
You're not wearing the sweater I made you.
Well, it's a little warm in here,
Don we now our gay apparel.
Doesn't get much gayer than this.
Or going to visit family and friends when you'd rather stay home on the couch.
Before you sit down, we'll do it Joe and Bonnie's for eggnog.
Lois, can't we tell them that your mother died?
Peter, I'm not gonna lie about something like that.
All right, I'll kill your mother. God, when did Christmas become so complicated?
Of course, everybody wants a perfect Christmas, and Lois Griffin is no different, and bless her, she's really trying hard to stay in the festive mood, so much so that she even convinces Peter to bring a not-so-jolly Joe a wassailing with him and his friends, and, unfortunately for Peter, he's the designated driver, driving the car that also, in its trunk, has all the family's presents hidden, and also one toy for the Toys for Toddler charity. You can probably see where this is going. There isn't much Christmas cheer to be had for Peter as a designated driver though. Even the lemon snow cones aren't cheering him up.
Hey, maybe we should set him up with another lemon snow cone, huh?
Oh, thanks. The last one you gave me didn't taste like lemon at all. It tasted like... Oh, you guys are asses.
Yeah, Peter just isn't finding anything funny about his time as a designated driver.
This is about as funny as Sinbad. Not the comedian, he's hilarious. The sailor. But then again, he was never meant to be funny.
Meanwhile, Stewie is meant to play the role of the baby Jesus in a Christmas pageant, and Lois is really keeping him on the straight and narrow by reminding him that Santa's watching. Which he really takes to heart.
You know, Santa's watching you.
The devil do you mean, watching?
Well, honey, Santa's making a list and checking it twice.
Constant surveillance of every child on Earth. Impossible! Unless... hidden cameras. Oh, very clever. Watching to see if I'm naughty, are you?
In fact, he takes it to his head too, as he starts having nightmares about Santa.
I knew you were awake.
You...
Now, Stewie, you are in my power.
Ah! No, damn you! Damn you, let me go! Ah! Ah!
Yeah, forget about Jesus. Christmas is all about paranoia and pretending to be good so you get some presents. Not about that sandal-wearing magic zombie.
Outrageous! How dare he say such blasphemy? I've got to do something.
Bob, there's nothing you can do.
Well, I guess I'll just have to develop a sense of humor.
I'm just kidding. At least my slip of the tongue though wasn't as bad as Peter's mistake when he accidentally gave all the presents, including the ones for his family, to the Toys for Toddlers charity.
Peter, only one gift was for charity. The rest were for the family.
No, the rest were from the family. What? Weren't they? Ah, crap. Since when did they change the meaning of for to from?
I think they had a meeting about it last night.
Why wasn't I told?
They sent you a card, but it said for Peter on it, so you must have thought it was from you, so you didn't, it's just easier to call you stupid.
But thankfully, he's got a plan to get them back.
Now, here's a plan. You'll enter through the air conditioning duct here. Now, there'll be an invisible laser grid 3 inches above the floor, so you'll have to compress your body to the size of an ordinary household sponge and slide underneath like some kind of weird amphibious dolphin.
Can I buy some pot from you?
There's many ways in which Family Guy has aged, poorly or otherwise, and certainly it's showing its age when we have a VCR being a very coveted gift. Although after this scene, I'm not sure anyone would ever want a VCR again.
Hey, where's my VCR?
Dang it, Buck, it's my turn to use the sex box.
It's my sex box, and her name is Sony.
Still determined to keep Christmas on the rails, amazingly, Lois isn't upset with Peter for giving away all the presents. But now the family has to go to the mall on Christmas Eve to do all their shopping, leaving Brian at home to keep an eye on the turkey. Things are about to get a little bit crazy. Let's take a break. Have Kiss managed to say Santa yet?
Wait a second. Everyone knows pterodactyls can't stand the screech of a guitar.
It's working! Hey, Santa, be careful!
Oh, no!
Careful, Santa!
Hang on, Santa!
Speaking of Santa, Stewie gets to meet the big man, and they manage to come to terms. Stewie gets plutonium if he behaves like a good boy.
Can you be a good boy?
If the reward is plutonium, then your wager is accepted. I will be nice.
Good boy. Now, smile for the camera.
Yes, smile. Like a good boy.
Speaking of good boys, it's been a while, Brian. You should probably get that turkey out of the oven.
Damn it, Peter! Turkey!
Well, that went about as bad as it could have gone. Peter isn't having much luck either, as the present he intended for Meg is grabbed by an old lady and she tries to escape, but he's got her cornered in an aquarium with nowhere else to run. But that crafty old bag has an ace up her sleeve.
That's it? Fish food? That's your ace in the hole?
Scarier than any fish attack, though, is apparently the sentiments of the fish.
The fish were jumping all over my eyes and in my nose, and on the way out, I think one of them muttered something anti-Semitic.
The views and opinions of the fish do not represent the views and opinions of the Pop Cult Pod. This leaves the family at each other's throats, though, especially as Peter and Brian argue over the fire extinguisher.
Who the hell buys a novelty fire extinguisher? I'll tell you who. Someone who cares enough about physical comedy to put his whole family at serious risk.
Nevertheless, Lois manages to bring them back together and keep the holiday flame lit.
Meg, honey, get me some paper towels. Let's lose the bad tidings, clean up this mess, and find that holiday cheer.
Until one minor thing sets her off.
We're out of paper towels.
No paper towels. You think all this goodwill just falls from the freaking sky? Well, it doesn't. It falls out of my holly jolly butt.
That wasn't very Christmassy.
Oh, here's the paper towels.
At least Stewie manages to remember his holiday obligations as he portrays Jesus in the pageant as a demented Lois looks on from a nearby tree.
The perennial dictum is to spread goodwill towards all men. But the irony, of course, is that this is contrary to our nature. So why do we do it? Because we are being watched. And so we unselfishly think of others, assured that our good behavior will be rewarded with love and plutonium.
In a true Christmas miracle, though, as she watches, the pageant touches her so deeply that she realizes that the stress of the holiday and of trying to keep the family together is worth it for the glad tidings and goodwill towards all men.
Yeah, she's not getting it. Okay, boys, take it down.
Oh, never mind. At least it brings the family together, though. The kids, their beloved pet, their adoring father, and their drugged-up mother.
Mom?
Oh, it's okay, Meg. Your mom's just full of Christmas cheer and enough tranquilizer to bring down a bull elephant. Honey, you got a little something. You got a little. Yeah, I'll get it.
And Stewie even manages to get his dream gift.
Plutonium! He is real. He's really, really real.
This episode manages to do what a lot of great early Family Guy does, which is take something from pop culture we're familiar with, skewer it, and flip it on its head. In this case, it's the Christmas special. And I also like how it messes with other Christmas specials, like It's a Wonderful Life and Frosty. That's just a lot of fun.
Clarence, I want to live again. I want to live again. Whoa!
Hey, I guess there's some magic in that old silk hat. Merry Christmas.
But more importantly, it makes its own Christmas special in Kiss Save Santa, which, hey, how did that wrap up?
You just practice that guitar, Santa. Next time we'll let you do a solo.
Don't encourage him.
This one manages to also make the best of its characters with the stupid but generally well-intentioned Peter, the stressed and hard-working but loving Lois, and Stewie Griffin just being an absolute psychopath. All in the festive bow that reminds us that the holidays are crazy, but they're ultimately worth the effort. So sit your holly jolly butt down, grab your lemon snow cone with plenty of paper towels, and enjoy.
From all of us at Family Guy,
We wish you Christmas joy.
may all your wishes now come true.
For every girl and boy.
We hope your freaking holidays are filled with fun and cheer. So have a Merry Christmas and...
Xmas tree, oh, Xmas tree, ba-boo-bee-boo, ba-bee-bo.
Every Christmas, my mom would get a fresh goose for goose burgers, and my dad would whip up his special eggnog out of bourbon and ice cubes.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow! If you get sick of the same Christmas tropes over and over again, then be glad for Futurama. Because Xmas is very different in the year 3000. The Christmas tree is no longer a pine tree.
Would it cheer you up if we went and cut down an Xmas tree?
Yeah, an old-fashioned Xmas tree. Hey, these aren't Xmas trees. Ho-ha-la. They're supposed to be some kind of, pine tree.
It's not called Christmas anymore. It's called Xmas.
Really puts you in the Christmas spirit. Whatmas? Christmas. X-M-A-S.
Oh, you mean Xmas. You must be using an archaic pronunciation.
And apparently modesty has just gone out the window in 1,000 years.
Pine trees have been extinct for 800 years, Fry. Gone the way of the poodle and your primitive notions of modesty. Brisk.
Fry is having a hard time adjusting to Christmas in the future.
What's the point of Xmas when everyone you know died 1,000 years ago? I'm the loneliest person on Earth.
But nobody is having a harder time than Leela.
She's an orphan.
Yes, and the only one of her species in all the known universe. What a lonely life.
Something Fry seems totally oblivious to.
Hey, Leela, how about a little sympathy here, huh? Yikes. What was that about?
He is apologetic, though. So much so that he tries to do the apology dance.
Got to do something to show Leela how sorry I am.
So what's the problem? Simply get down on your claws and do the apology dance.
So it's left, right?
Yeah, better idea. Just find her the perfect Xmas gift. But Bender also tries to do some good around the holidays.
Homeless robots, too poor to afford even the basic alcohol they need to fuel their circuits.
Where are you going, Bender?
To volunteer at a liquor kitchen for homeless robots?
Don't be so surprised. Bender is very generous.
I'm very generous. What about that time I gave blood?
Whose blood?
Some guys.
One of the biggest changes from modern times, though, is Santa Claus. Because you definitely don't want him coming down your chimney.
A friendly robot company built a robotic Santa. Santa's standards were set too high, and he invariably judges everyone to be naughty.
If he catches you after dark, he'll chop off your head and stuff your neck full of toys from his sack of horrors.
Nice meeting you.
And if that's a bit intense, at least there's a lot of great comedy in this episode.
Instead of claws, he writes claws. Now that's humorous. Today's comedians could learn from this card.
Something we can all relate to, though, is finding the perfect Xmas gift, and certainly Fry has a really hard choice ahead of him for Leela.
That's a hell of a good parrot. Although, I could get 500 lizards for the same price.
The store is closing in 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll take the 500 lizards. No, wait. Yes. No. Yes. The parrot!
Eventually, though, Fry does find Leela the perfect gift, but it flies off.
Stupid bird! I know where you live!
Leela, meanwhile, has heard that Fry is out and is worried for his safety, so goes out to try and find him. So while Fry tries to catch his bird, Leela ends up catching Fry, saving him.
Hi there.
Leela! Oh my god, you saved my life. I am gonna get you so many lizards.
But they're both in trouble now, because Santa's coming to town.
Oh boy, it's Santa!
Ho, ho,
ho, ho.
Santa is a really fun character who actually feels like a threat. I love his design, and John Goodman is a perfect choice for this first appearance of Santa. And I just love how he can turn the phrases back on them constantly.
I checked my list.
We'll check it twice.
I perform over 50 megachecks per second.
We'll put out milk and cookies for you.
You dare bribe Santa? I'm going to shove coal so far up your stocking you'll be coughing up diamonds.
We're under the mistletoe.
Your mistletoe is no match for my toe missile.
Fry's parrot is quite handy though, because at the very least, it does save them from Santa.
Your present may need some assembly.
There's one way that Santa isn't efficient though. It's in adding names to his list.
You've been very naughty, Bender.
What, me? I didn't do nothing. You're thinking of the kid.
My God, Bender, framing an orphan. That's so naughty, I'll have to add it to my list right now.
Which gives him the perfect chance to escape.
Framing. I-N-G.
So with all the craziness of this gift exchange, thankfully at Planet Express, their gift exchange is going a lot better.
A set of combs for your beautiful hair.
I sold my hair to a wig maker so I could buy a set of combs for Hermes.
I sold my hair so I could buy this third set of combs for Zoidbug.
These will come in handy for my new hair.
Maybe not a lot. Not much better.
Finally, I look as pretty as I feel.
But unfortunately, Fry, Leela and Bender return and bring Santa right to their doorstep.
Oh dear, they'll be killed on our doorstep. And there's no trash pickup till January 3rd.
This means that all of Planet Express are about to face the judgment of Santa Claus.
You've all been very naughty indeed.
Well, not one of them. One of them has actually been good.
Except you, Dr. Zoidberg. This is for you.
A pogo stick.
Thankfully, the good doctor does good again as he incapacitates Santa, and they all work together to blow Santa up the chimney. And they all sit around thankful for their safety as Bender cooks them a lovely meal.
Where did you get that bird?
I found it lying in the street, like all the food I cook.
Thank you, sir.
You got the toenail.
Well, at least Nibbler enjoyed it. Futurama messing with our expectations from the future is always a delight, and when you hear they're going to show us Christmas in the year 3000, you get excited. And certainly, this is an episode worth getting excited for. It manages to have a nice balance between sweet and silly in the Fry and Leela relationship dynamic. We get a great side story with Bender up to his usual no-good antics, and the reinvention of Santa and Christmas is a great subversion on the usual Christmas episodes we watch this time of year. And you still have all that Futurama wit and creativity. So if you're looking for something this time of year, get your trees down.
Trees down! Cool.
I just meant like take them down from like the attic. And put your trees up.
Trees up!
Okay, just decorate your pantry, leave your modesty at the door, and hope you don't make this Santa's naughty list.
Better not breathe, you better not move.
You're better off dead, I'm telling you, dude.
Santa Claus is gunning you down.
Yay!
Merry Xmas, everyone!
Merry Christmas. Hello. My parents are coming over for the first time in years. Can we stow the gadgets and look alive?
Alive? For your parents?
Good one.
Hey, man.
You hey, man. This holiday is about humanity.
You know, I thought it was about being born half god or something.
Now, Rick and Morty mightn't seem like the obvious candidate for a Christmas special, but are you going to tell me this festive ditty from Jerry doesn't put you in the Christmas spirit?
Last King Christmas last arrived on the Christmas. Jerry, you are really giving it to this ham.
I wish you a Jerry Christmas. We also get Santa. I mean, it's a decrepit homeless war veteran called Reuben, but hey, close enough, right?
This is Reuben, an old friend.
Pearl Harbor.
Thankfully, he's got a good guy like Rick to give him a yearly physical for the holidays.
I check in on him once a year and give him a little medical evaluation.
And he's building a theme park inside him.
Anatomy Park!
Welcome to Anatomy Park. A theme park that also houses various sicknesses and diseases, but there's just one problem. They've all escaped their enclosures. That's right, this isn't just a Christmas episode, it's also their riff on Jurassic Park. So we get our very own John Hammond character, Dr. Xenon Bloom, along with the park staff.
Morty, that's Poncho. This is Roger and Annie. Whoa. And I
am Dr. Xenon Bloom.
It's also where we found the fantastic voyage as Morty has to venture inside the body of Reuben to see what the hell is going on. Now I know you probably have questions, but just don't question Pirates of the Pancreas.
Spleen Mountain? Bladder Falls? Pirates of the Pancreas? You got a problem with that last one, Morty? Huh? You know, I got a lot of pushback when I pitched it, Morty. I guess I'm still a little defensive.
Ultimately discovering the man has tuberculosis, the team are in serious trouble.
Oh, what are those things?
Tuberculosis coming in fast! Not faster than a bullet! Ah! No! Do you know what you've done?
They should just be grateful that they're not this poor man who has to have died the worst death in any Christmas special ever.
Don't let me die! Just take a deep breath, Reuben. You're not gonna die! What's your name? My name is...
Thankfully, now that Rick knows what's wrong with the man, he can cure him. And
okay, well, I can't cure death.
That's unfortunate. Man, things are getting pretty bleak for Rick and Morty.
The body is beginning to constrict and fill with gas. We're inside a corpse, my boy. Anatomy Park is doomed.
Maybe we can check in on the rest of the Smith family. I'm sure things are going better there. The rest of the Smith family is being visited by Jerry's parents, who are of course going to remind us the importance of family around the holidays. Although Jerry is a little bit confused about why his parents are suddenly accompanied by a young man named Jacob.
Hey!
Merry Christmas, son.
Hi. Can I help you?
Jerry, this is Jacob. Jacob came into our lives and we're learning to live again.
All three of us. Cool.
I'm sure this is going to remind us that Christmas is about all people coming together. So please, enlighten us to their relationship.
Jacob is your mother's lover. I watch them, sometimes from a chair and sometimes from a closet, almost always dressed as Superman.
Oh.
Let's check in Rick and Morty again, shall we?
Don't move. Gonorrhea can't see us if we don't move. Wait, I was wrong. I was thinking of a T-Rex.
God damn it, Gonorrhea. Must you ruin everything?
Hey, Gonorrhea! How's this for a burning sensation?
That was going to be the joke I was going to make, but hey, that Poncho guy seems like he's got a good sense of humor. He's all right. He's certainly on the level.
Poncho? What is this in your backpack?
That's bubonic plague. What are you doing with that, Poncho?
Everybody get back!
Poncho, you son of a bitch! You released the tuberculosis so you could steal from me?
That's right, baby.
Turns out he sabotaged everything and is seeding bubonic plague to sell it to the highest bidder. But don't worry, he gets his comeuppance.
Get off!
Less deserving of his fate? I don't know what Roger did wrong to die in a flood of feces.
Tell my family I love them. They may be hard to find because my wife kept her last name and she made the kids take it too, so I don't know, you can go.
La 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 la. Yeah, it's getting a little bit dark and gross here again. Time for a Morty break. Let's check in with the rest of the Smith family and look. There's Summer's boyfriend, and it sounds like they're about to make a real emotional breakthrough in their relationship and find the source of his misdirected anger. This is surely going to be incredibly heartening.
Where's the anger coming from?
My brother took me fishing once in the bushes. I can't. He made me feel like a girl.
Back to Morty, where they found a way out via the right nipple by taking the train. Not just any train.
We can try the service shuttle. It's connected to the skeletal system. That's why we call it the bone train.
Nice.
Would you like to ride the bone train, miss?
If it'll get us out of here.
How about you, Morty? Would you like to ride the bone train?
Why are you doing this bit? We're gonna die. Let's go.
Dr. Bloom sacrifices himself. Reluctantly.
There's no autopilot. One of us will have to stay here and operate it manually.
Well...
No, you're right. It was a dick move for me to even pause like that. This is all my fault. You go on.
Turns out, didn't have to do that at all.
Oh, wait, there is an autopilot.
Wait! It's okay, never mind. I wanted to sacrifice myself anyway!
Rick has a plan to get them out safely, though, and that's to enlarge Reuben to the size of the United States and blow him up with dynamite. And that will surely be a sight to behold. Especially for Middle America, who get the short end of the long end of the... They get a stick, all right.
We now go to Tom Randolph in New York. Tom?
I'm standing under a nose like a 70-mile cherry.
We've got feet here on the West Coast, Bill. What's going down in the Rocky Mountains?
What?
And just like every classic Christmas story, Hepatitis C is there to save the day.
Whoa! It's Hepatitis C!
Wait, did we have some sort of relationship with him?
But Rick is also there to save Annie and Morty as Ruben's body is blown to bits, and it creates a scenario that I'm sure Slayer would be incredibly happy with.
It's raining blood!
Like all good specials though, it's educational. There's something we can take away from it, and there is a lesson to be learned here.
Look, I guess we really learned something this Christmas, Jacob.
No, we didn't, Dad. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we learned nothing actually. In just its third ever episode, Rick and Morty showed exactly what it could offer the world, taking classic sci-fi and fantasy tropes and twisting them and taking them to the dark, cynical places few other animated shows dare to go, while also being incredibly funny and creative. Not every show needs to have a moral, or even make us feel good at times. Sometimes it just needs to make us laugh. And certainly, Anatomy Park does that. So if you're sick of playing with your plumbus on Christmas morning and want to go on a dark, demented adventure with Rick and Morty, hitch a ride on the bone train and check out Anatomy Park.
We got a bunch of robot computer people sitting around with their faces stuffed into computer screens. Do you guys realize that Christ was born today? Jesus Christ, our Savior, was born today. Are you people even human? What kind of Christmas is this?
Our story begins on Christmas Eve at a humble little charity called Smiling Friends. Here works a group of gleeful critters dedicated to making the world a better place. They were all in the holiday spirit. That is, except for one nasty yellow one.
People can get pretty blue on the holidays, so thank God then for the Smiling Friends. One person not in the Christmas mood is Charlie, and it's causing a bit of tension between him and Pim.
I don't know, it seems like you're agitated or something.
Here's the thing, just because you are very positive and cheery about everything does not mean everyone else has to conform to that.
I'm just saying it seems like you're often in this mood. Like, it's not just a one-off thing. It seems like you're often like this.
Their boss asks them to go cut down a Christmas tree, and I know that this is going to put Charlie in the right mood and get us all right back on track.
I just need a Christmas tree for the office.
That sounds marvelous! A Christmas adventure! Bad mood, huh? Is this putting one in a bad mood?
That went badly. On the other hand, if you want a more biblical Christmas, buckle up, because we're going to hell. It's not all it's cracked up to be, though.
I thought this was hell.
This place isn't what it used to be. To be honest, Satan's been down in the dumps lately, and he hasn't been managing things well here.
That's made out of cardboard, man.
You know what? I put a lot of work into this thing. Just leave.
At the very least, hell does have some entertainment.
This is Jeremy, your only form of hellish entertainment.
Dude, if you do that again, I'm gonna punch you. I'm not kidding.
Okay, so far, hell. Not off to a great start. I'm starting to think hell just isn't a nice place to be. But at the very least, they've got some cheery music to make things a bit more tolerable down in hell.
Well, it's Christmas in H-E-double-L.
It also seems like some people just maybe aren't suited to hell.
You're never leaving! This is your final resting place, time's up, Charlie! I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anything to say.
Nah, there's no pressure, man. It's all good. You didn't have to say anything.
Another person not suited to life in hell is Satan, who's kind of got sick of running the whole place. And Charlie makes a deal with him that if he can get him out of this rut and make him smile, he has to send Charlie back to Earth.
So I heard that you were having some trouble managing hell or something like that.
So I just don't even kill anyone. I just don't kill anyone.
I know it might seem a little bit silly, but I think I could help cheer you up and get hell back to normal.
Satan, though, kind of a dick. Who knew? Because Charlie starts calling out the little behaviours that he could work to improve himself with, and that would actually lead to him having a better life and putting a smile on his face. And Satan isn't really a fan of being called out like that, so he starts torturing Charlie, which does put a smile on his face. So technically, Charlie won the deal.
You're happy. Seeing me get horribly tortured made you smile.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Bad news is that Satan isn't going to follow through on the deal. What? This devil fella, he's not very nice, is he?
So you're going to let me go, right?
No,
You pissed me the frick off, dude. I'm still gonna torture you forever, man.
We're in need of a hero, though, one mighty enough to take on Satan himself. Here comes Godfried. Gilbert Gottfried. Who's playing God? I don't know why I said it like that. But God comes in, saves Charlie, and sends him back to Earth to live again.
Blast! Foiled again!
You passed my test, Charlie. I hope you learn from this cool experience. Merry Christmas!
Where Charlie and Pim share a loving and awkward embrace.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Charlie, I'm sorry we had that nasty argument.
I'm completely naked. Be careful where your hand goes, dude.
Smiling Friends is the most recent show we're covering, so some people might not be familiar with it. And those people are lucky because they can check it all out now for the first time. It's a strange show with surreal, dark, random humour, loaded with just chaotic energy, frenetic animation, and always chock full of surprises.
I think the biggest surprises are behind me. Dude, I warned you. I said I was going to do that if you did that again.
This episode is a great showcase of what the show is. It's weird, a little warped, and wonderfully funny. And there is a strong Christmas theme throughout. And even though it's a little bit more faith-based than some episodes, it covers it with its tongue firmly in its cheek.
Oh, that was a wonderful story, Grandfather Gluff. But did all of that really happen?
Yep, hell is actually real, and Christianity was right all along. Sorry.
Oh.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
So if you're in need of cheering up this Christmas, you should visit some Smiling Friends.
That is how Charlie got his groove back. The end.
Oh boy, I hope this is a new mommy.
Yeah, it's not. Unwrap it, you little creep. We gotta be at work in an hour.
If you're looking for an untraditional Christmas dinner, then maybe you should go for the Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
What is this, Dad? What is this carpet, Daddy? Hey, it's like a flying magic carpet here. Look at this. I'm flying around
Yeah,
in Egypt
that's
land.
cute. It's about to be magic flying dinner.
You can't eat carpet, silly Daddy.
No, of course you can't like that. You gotta boil it till the glue gets soft, you know?
Sorry, no, I didn't mean that meal. I meant because they're all food stuff. That was a depressing clip from Carol's Christmas Past, because in this episode, as you guessed, they're visited by the ghost of Christmas Past. Actually, if you did guess that, you're kind of way off. It's the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future. Oh, you didn't guess that?
Oh, God!
Now you listen directly to me, for I am the ghost of Christmas Past, and I have come to show you what Christmas was like.
Alright.
Unfortunately, him being a robot doesn't make him any more efficient. In fact, it's not even Christmas time.
You're the ghost of Christmas Past, right?
That is correct.
Okay, well, I mean, you know that it's February, right?
Well, no, I will see you in December.
I'm not sure why the ghost turned up at all, actually. It certainly doesn't seem to explain why Kara's pool has suddenly turned red. Although I think Master Shake seems to have gotten to the bottom of this.
Look, at first I thought this was that stuff that turns red when you pee in it, because I had to pee here a number of times. But look at it, Carl. That's blood, my friend.
Thankfully, Frylock is a lot more conclusive with whose blood this is.
This is elfin blood.
Who would do something like this to me?
See? Christmas. Now our episode takes a turn as we have to determine who is responsible for the pool full of blood.
Oh wait, I did it.
Well, that was brief. Less brief is his explanation for why he's here, so consider this fair warning. It's going to be a long one.
Well, this is going to take a long time, so you may want to get some snacks.
He tells the story that thousands of years ago there was an ape called Sir Santa of Claus who made crude toys out of bones and waste and threw them at those with crinkled hands, whether they were naughty or nice. Sorry, I did that wrong. Thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago.
Yeah, that doesn't explain why...
I'm not finished. You should have gotten a snack.
He enslaved some extraterrestrial elves and forced them to make toys, which he then threw at other people, and he's still going. You sure you don't want a snack?
Well, this is a long story, you know. Maybe, I will get something to eat.
So there was an ice age, and after that he built a house exactly where Carl's house is now. Confused? Even the ghost seems to be confused as Frylock tries to calm a scared meatwad, and he can't really seem to get his story straight about whether it's an ape or a machine or an ape or... I still don't know.
You don't believe?
Believe what? That you're a ghost and that Santa Claus is an ape? That's the most ridiculous...
An ape. Now he is a machine.
I love cookies and a glass of milk for a machine.
No, man, he's a mate. I mean, wait, he is a machine. You were trying to mess me up on purpose.
Now you might ask some very reasonable questions. What the hell is going on? What does this have to do with Christmas? And why is the pool filled with blood? Which, hey, Ghost! Why is the pool filled with blood?
Thousands of years ago.
He's going again. I can't say here again. I'm going to go get a snack. Meatwad can fill me in when I get back.
He said that the elves tried to unionize because Santa Ape was using their machines. And then this here where we're standing on, this an elfin playground.
It is a graveyard.
Playground. Something. And that's why the pool is filled with blood, cause he over there, that ghost, he's haunting it. Cause Carl desecrated because he lives here.
Thank you, Meatwad. Good news though, Carl can get his house back. All he has to do is pay tribute to the great space ape. That should be easy. What do you have to do?
You must give up yourself to the great red ape.
Okay, how much?
Sexually.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Carl is gonna move.
I know it's been a while, right? But I'm not gonna get humped by a giant red gorilla in space, okay? No thank you.
Yeah, who in their right mind would buy a house overrun with blood?
What's your name again?
Danzig.
Yes, Danzig, as in frontman and founder of the Misfits, Glenn Danzig, and band Danzig. And yeah, you can't have Christmas without Danzig. How many times have I said his name?
Danzig.
Carol is happy to sell his house to Danzig because he's a fan of the non-stop blood and he's happy to pay a good price.
Oh, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, $1 million?
Killer. Draft a check tomorrow.
You're serious? Thank you, God!
Unfortunately, keeping all that blood pumping was the robot's job, and he suddenly disappears, and Danzig wants answers.
I'm a little low on the blood front right now. That f***ing robot came with the f***ing house, and now he's f***ing gone. If you see that mother...
we'll tell him.
You f***ing better.
And if you think I've said Danzig a lot, apparently living with Danzig is also a lot, because I think the robot is just about sick of him.
He's gone.
I cannot live with that guy. He is so annoying, he is so frightening, and he doesn't wear a shirt.
You make our house bleed right now!
Aqua Teen Hunger Force has never been a show to do things the conventional way, and certainly the Christmas episode, which features a visit from the Cybernetic ghost of Christmas past from the future, pools of blood, and even Christmas elements that are distorted so much that they're almost unrecognisable, proves how unconventional the show is. Still, it speaks to the anarchic and punk sense of humour the show often has, and if you're going to go with punk, certainly Danzig is a way to go.
Danzig.
So if you want a less traditional Christmas special that dabbles in the absurd, go and say ho to the Aqua Teens.
It makes me sad that they had to open their doors in front of an ape and they were all made out of doo-doo. What kind of Christmas is that?
It's snowing! It's snowing!
Looks like it's gonna be a white Christmas after all.
But those weren't snowflakes. It was ash. Ash from the impact of a meteor that had struck the other side of the world. A collision so destructive that all life would be wiped out, save perhaps an isolated microscopic bacterium. And so to you, isolated microscopic bacterium, Merry Christmas.
Christmas can feel a bit chaotic, slapdash, and like there's a lot of things going on. And that can also accurately sum up Robot Chicken, which if you've never seen it before, is basically a stop-motion sketch show that's kind of like Family Guy if it was just the cutaway gags. This is going to be a hard one to break down because Robot Chicken has had a lot of Christmas specials. They've nearly had one per season. And the sketch show's nature of it means that some skits are good and some are bad. And generally there's not a story, and if there is one, it's very, very thin. So I don't know how I'm going to review this, but I'm going to try. Now I know normally stop motion and Christmas special go together hand in hand, but this ain't your daddy's stop motion Christmas. In fact, some of the best moments of the Robot Chicken Christmas episodes come when they're lampooning the traditional classic Christmas specials. For example, remember Hermie the elf from that Rankin and Bass Rudolph? Well, he wanted to be a dentist, and don't worry, he gets his wish, although he's not really cut out for that. Or anything, as it turns out.
You moron! You know nothing about dentistry!
I want to be a baker.
This donut's filled with tinsel! You know nothing about baking!
I want to be a millionaire.
A woman's reproductive organ is a nutcracker? You know nothing about genitalia!
Well, it's a good thing then that Santa is there to welcome him back with open arms.
You're always welcome here, Hermie.
Well, maybe Robot Chicken saw it as their duty to mock the stop-motion Christmas specials because they are stop-motion. Maybe they'll be a bit more fair to the traditional hand-drawn animated Christmas special, like How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Let's see how the Grinch fares in Robot Chicken Land.
How do you just hold still?
No, bro, no, come on, bro, no, bro, no!
He is a mean one. Okay, so when it comes to animation, they take no prisoners, but what about puppetry? One of my favourite Christmas specials is the Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas, and surely they'll play a lot nicer when it comes to puppets.
I'd like to introduce Frankie Fox, the newest member of the Jug Band.
Aren't foxes our natural enemies?
Ain't we all the same on Christmas Day?
There's blood everywhere. Okay, so TV in general, fair game, but I bet your Christmas movies aren't subject to endless ridicule. Like, how could you ruin Home Alone?
Fire!
Oh, my baby.
Man, I bet Marv and Harry wish it went that way. But at least Robot Chicken is giving a fresh twist to some of the classics, because I've seen many different versions of A Christmas Carol, but I don't think I've ever seen one where Scrooge took this lesson away from his visit with the three ghosts.
Remember what you have learned this night, Ebenezer Scrooge?
It's Christmas morning. Oh, thank God. It's not too late to share what I've learned. Ghosts are real.
Okay, so the visual mediums are being alliterated. Christmas films, Christmas TV shows, but surely Christmas audio, Christmas songs are safe. I can't imagine anyone's going to be able to ruin I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
I knew it! That fucking whore!
Oh, my brother!
Now, where's Santa Claus? I know.
Know what?
Susie saw you kissing Santa Claus!
How about something a little bit more modern? I mean, I'm not saying it's one of my favourites, but how are you going to lay a finger on Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
You gotta believe me. Your grandmother came out of nowhere. I think she was drunk. I didn't write that song. Why was she even on the roof?
Even novelty Christmas songs aren't safe, like Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, doesn't go down too well with Robot Chicken. Well, more accurately, it doesn't go down too well with Batman.
Batman smells Robin Murder. Batman?
Keep singing, boys. We were learning a lot.
Yeah.
Weird. I don't smell anything. Do you, Dougie?
My mommy.
Yeah, me too. I may be named after a bird, but that doesn't mean I'm dropping eggs. Huh? You want to stick these forks in some eggs?
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a dark night. Okay, so outside of Christmas music, Christmas TV, Christmas movies, surely the Christmas characters themselves, though, are beyond reproach. I mean, what of Santa? Santa kicks a lot more ass in the Robot Chicken universe, so you definitely don't want to end up on the naughty list.
I suppose your presence here means I made the naughty list. And where's my mother? I see. And how did she die?
Not well.
They say the second one is always...
Considerably.
Only a Robot Chicken writer would watch Casino Royale and say, yeah, but what if Santa? Considering that that's what Santa does, could you blame the guy for blowing off some steam?
I love office Christmas parties!
Dave is a riot at these things.
But I'm Dave.
But then who's... Dude, we are falling way behind. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think Santa even likes being Santa at this point.
Merry Christmas!
I need a break from staring at reindeer, asshole.
Not me.
Well, surely being an elf is a lot easier. No, you're going to die.
Everyone wants to know about reindeer. They play reindeer games with you, and then they eat you. We no longer attempt to rescue fallen elves. Why, you ask? And now we honor all the elves who were eaten last year.
What about the spiritual side of Christmas? What of Jesus, the reason for the season? Surely Robot Chicken would never make light of the birth of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Oh, Joseph!
Oh, it's very dark in here.
That must be the sign we're looking for. The Lord Jesus Christ is born.
So, not Silent Night. Like any great sketch show, Robot Chicken piles on the jokes, and if you're not happy with the joke you're under, well, don't worry, there's another one coming up right behind it. And after its near 20-year run, it's been happy to poke fun at just about everything. And that definitely includes Christmas. Don't expect sentimentality from such a show, but you should expect some laughs, and surely over the course of this video you've seen that everything is open to ridicule and to be made fun of. And isn't that what we could do at this time of year? Have a bit of a laugh, poke some fun at the silly traditions or corny specials or other festive follies. And if the answer to that is yes, then maybe you should check out the Robot Chicken Christmas specials.
Are these even Christmas trees?
Aw, they're all so skinny and sick looking. Can you turn that one around, please?
Mom wants to see his tree butt.
Everybody's got their thing. I'm more of a branch man.
If you're looking for a family Christmas this year, then you should certainly call in to Bob's Burgers and visit the Belcher family, because they are really getting into the Christmas spirit. Even if it's a bit early to do so.
Oh, I love this tree.
It's the day after Halloween, Lynn. Don't you think we might have gotten the tree a little early?
Aw, bye, tree. You had a good life. Oh, I love our new tree. Look.
It's the day after Thanksgiving.
Christmas Eve and our tree is dead. What are we gonna do, Bobby?
As a result of this, their tree dies right before Christmas, and the family are forced to get a new tree on Christmas Eve. And Bob is forced to leave his Christmas ham cooking in the oven. Although there is a bit of confusion about whether Bob is actually talking about a ham.
I have a ham in the oven.
You have to fart?
No, Tina, a real ham is currently in our oven.
While out though, the family end up on the naughty list. Not Santa's, mind you, no, not at all. But the naughty list of a truck driver of a candy cane truck. And not even Linda honking jingle bells at him stops him being a humbug.
Let me handle this.
No.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Lynn.
What? I'm doing jingle bells.
He's just hearing honking. Now stop.
Speaking of music, Gene is hoping to hear his favourite Christmas song, Jingle in the Jungle.
Jingle in the Jungle? That sounds like a terrible Christmas song.
Maybe you're not ready. Jingle in the Jungle pushes the limits.
Apparently it's a classic. And he spends a large chunk of the episode on the phone, hoping to hear it over the radio. Just fingers crossed for you, Gene. So after a scary incident with the truck where they don't leave Bob pass, the family end up at a diner, where they serve Dutch babies! I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't know.
What's a Dutch baby?
About $2,000 less than an American baby?
No, it's their world-famous high-rise pancake.
Forget about your babies, what of the ham? Well, Bob wisely realises he's probably not going to be home as quick as he thought he was, so he enlists Teddy to go and check on the ham, which seems like a harder job than you would think.
You just turn the knob.
Whoa, slow down, Bob. Let me get a pen.
You don't need a pen,
hold on,
Teddy.
hold on,
You just need to turn the knob to off.
Turn the knob to? Go.
Off.
Off. Okay. O-F.
Oh my God.
This thing's not working.
In fact, Teddy seems a lot more concerned that Bob hasn't gotten his Christmas card yet.
Bob, did you get my Christmas card?
Teddy, I gotta go.
Bobby, did you get the Christmas card?
Not yet. Can't
Got
wait.
everyone gone?
Bye.
Did I mention Louise has a plan to catch Santa? Because, of course, she does. Good news, her trap worked. She caught someone. Bad news, she caught Teddy as he went to check the ham in the oven.
To reach milk, place your hand through Christmas wrist wreath. That sounds fun. What's going on? Ah!
At the very least, he seems to be making the most of it.
Like a disco. That's a dumb place to keep bowls.
All's well that ends well, though, as the family head home, warm Dutch baby in hand, and
It's the candy cane truck.
Oh, here we go. Bob in his truck, everybody. Why is he in the middle of the road?
oh snap.
Why is he coming so fast? Bobby!
Oh my God.
On the run from the truck driver, though, the family are forced to go into hiding and stay quiet. Remember, don't say anything.
Can I just say one thing?
No, Gene.
I think I have the best legs in the family.
Thanks, Gene. Okay, shh.
Dad,
What?
where do babies come from?
You all come from my vagina.
I knew it.
Louise.
I just wanted to let you know, I was the one who didn't flush.
That's enough, Tina. However, while hiding, the car gets stuck and the family are forced to spend Christmas in the car. Hey, that's the name of the episode.
All was right with the world, and look what the wise man bought from the auto parts store.
Well, at least Gene gets what he wants.
Here's Jingle in the Jungle.
Yay, Christmas miracle!
I wasn't expecting so much bongo.
I like it.
Just when it seems like they might spend a sedate but sweet Christmas in the car, the truck shows up again.
Maybe it's a different candy cane truck?
That's gotta be Kane! Bob goes out to talk to the driver and it's about to go down. The fight before Christmas, baby!
Let's do this. Me and you. It's go time. Take my coat off. Fight me. Ow!
Yeah, I think the way I expressed it was a lot better than the way the truck driver expressed that he was going to beat Bob up.
I'm about to bang your ass, and you're asking me for help?
Bang my ass?
Yeah, bang your ass.
Okay. You mean, okay. I've never heard it said that way.
They do make a deal, though, which is that if the truck driver pulls Bob and his family out of the snow, Bob will let him punch him in the stomach. And as it turns out, the guy's just having a really hard time at Christmas and can't bring himself to punch Bob.
Exactly!
Oh no, he did. Hey, well, good for you for working through those emotions. True to his word, though, he does pull them out of the snow, and to make his Christmas a bit more worthwhile, they give him the Christmas tree and the Dutch baby. Aww.
Give him the tree!
Alright.
That's so nice.
Hey, come here. You ever have a Dutch baby? Put that in your mouth. Merry Christmas.
This is really good. You can't even taste the baby.
Don't worry, they managed to get Teddy out from under the fridge, and Bob does get his card. With a real touching sentiment.
Open the card, then you can get the fridge off of me. Oh, well, anyway, it's just a cat.
What does it say?
It says, Merry Christmas.
Yep, yeah. That's cute.
Bob's Burgers is a show that's always thrived on its family dynamic, and an episode like this where they're in such a confined space was always bound to be a fun one. And while so many shows bend over backwards to make their Christmassy episode that bit more Christmassy, this one does it incredibly effortlessly. You could probably make this not a festive episode very easily, and it would still totally work. I mean, it's basically Steven Spielberg's Duel with the Belcher family. However, it being a Christmas episode plays to the show's strength and presents the idea that many of us aspire to at Christmas, the sense of family and warmth, and the idea that not everyone is so lucky, but it does that subtly without beating you over the head with it like so many other Christmas specials do. And in doing that, it makes a fun, festive episode that just feels like another great Bob's Burgers episode. So if you're sick of listening to Jingle in the Jungle and want to watch something as you eat your Dutch baby, that still does sound really weird, check out Christmas in the Car.
How about it, Dad? We have a date with a fat old man.
We're chubby chasers.
Tina, don't say that. That's not nice to say.
Fat fetishist?
Way up in the mountains in a small little town, the main street was being decorated all up and down. People stood in long lines, sometimes waiting hours or more, because Christmas needs to be bought in a store.
Christmas is a time of year where anything feels possible, and there's a sense of magic in the air, and with that in mind, there's many specials that have a sense of wholesomeness and heart that we crave around the holiday season. Even the South Park boys join in with Woodland Critter Christmas. Stan stumbles across some adorable woodland critters and helps them make a star for their Christmas tree.
And so, using some paper and working with glee, the boy in the red poofball hat made a star.
Aww. As it turns out, one of the critters is pregnant and expecting a child. Porcupiney. No prizes for guessing which one that is. Not only that, it was an immaculate conception.
Porcupiney is a virgin, Stanny. Her conception was immaculate. She's gonna give birth to our Lord and Savior. What?
It has been foretold unto me that I will give birth on Christmas Day.
Okay, well that turns out she's actually going to bear the new Lord and Savior for the critters, and that's different, but okay. We also have the awesome rhyming narration through it, which reminds us of the Grinch. Although there's times where it feels like it's actually at odds with the reality of the situation.
Of course I'll build you a manger, the little boy cried, and he winked at his critter friends and leapt to their side.
One scene in particular calls to mind the Grinch as Stan goes up the side of a mountain to fight a mountain lion who keeps eating the pregnant critters to stop their savior being born. Oh, you stop that nasty lion, Stanny. Incredibly, Stan defeats the mountain lion. Way to go, Stan!
Wake up, Mommy, wake up. Don't leave us, Mommy.
Oh, way to go, Stan. You monster. Well, at least the woodland critters are happy with Stan's victory and they triumphantly cheer him and shout his name.
He did it! Now our Critter Christmas can finally happen! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
I'm sorry, my hearing's not great. I believe they said, Hail Stan, right?
Without the mountain lion around, Lady Porcupine can give birth to the Antichrist! Yay!
Oh. They're cuddly and cute critters, though. I'm sure they don't even know what they're saying. They would surely never at least act in a satanic way, right?
This is cause for celebration. Let's sacrifice rabbit and eat his flesh. Yay, sacrifice me to the devil! Drink his blood, drink his blood!
Kill them all. Kill them with fire.
Blood orgy! Yay, blood orgy! Blood orgy, yay!
The critters now need an unbaptized, non-Jesus believing human host to transfer the Antichrist into so they can take over the world. Aww. Sorry, evil. Totally evil. No, we don't like that, no. And that's why Stan goes to right his wrongs as he heads back to the forest to stop them.
Well, we're moving on now.
minute now.
He thought he could hide from his problems. Not true. He knew in his heart the thing he had to do.
Reluctantly, Stan heads back to the forest to stop the critters.
He knew that only by going to the forest could he...
All right! God!
Unfortunately, the critters can't have that, and they use their satanic powers, which they apparently have, to stop him.
Oh boy, our satanic powers sure did the trick.
As it turns out, nothing can stop the critters except for a mountain lion, and considering Stan just killed the only mountain lion...
Oh no, it's the man boy who killed Mommy. He's come to kill us now.
Oh, but there's 3 mountain cubs on top of the mountain, something which the other critters are unaware of. But unfortunately, the 3 mountain cubs are a little bit down in the dumps and need some convincing.
I died inside when Mommy was killed anyways. Yeah, better this than the slow death we'd face without a mother around.
Then again, they're young and undeveloped. I don't know how they're going to terminate a pregnancy. Oh no!
So he picked up the cubs and down the mountain he stormed and took them to where abortions are performed.
I guess it's to stop Satan. Is this okay? Is this too political? Is this even allowed on YouTube? We need a break from Stan, but Kyle is getting a lot of love from the Woodland critters at the moment because they learned that he's Jewish and unbaptized. They found their host. It's a Christmas miracle. No, that's bad. Very bad, actually.
My family doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Aw, but why?
Well, because we don't really believe in Jesus.
Yay!
Things get even worse as the critter Antichrist has been born. Oh god, this is terrible. If only there was something positive we could cut to.
When up in the sky, the sound of sleigh bells were heard, and a jolly red sleigh flew down to the earth like a bird.
Santa's here, hooray! He's here to save the day with Christmas magic and some serious heat. Damn! Get him, Santa! Bang! Boom! Headshot! With that in mind, everything is back to normal because the Antichrist can't survive because it has no human host. So, Kyle, where are you going, pal? Kyle?
With his power, I can finally make the Earth a better place for the Jews.
Don't do it, Kyle!
Whew, turns out it was just Cartman's creative writing. That's right, he came up with the demented story and those cute cuddly critters who were trying to birth the Antichrist as just a long-winded way to tear into Kyle for being Jewish and not celebrating Christmas.
Oh, stop it, Cartman! Just stop it! That's enough! You aren't reading another sentence of your stupid story!
Of course, Kyle puts a stop to it. Good for you, Kyle! Seriously, how does that story end though?
Oh, come on! Let him read us the end!
Yeah, come on.
Alright, fine!
Turns out Kyle can't stand being the Antichrist, so Santa's gonna have to kill him. Wait! Those 3 cubs! They could save the day! They could do an abortion! Hooray! The day is saved!
Now, Cubs, do like they showed you. Hurry up fast. Get the Antichrist out of my friend Kyle's ass.
Yeah, I don't think I can show that one on YouTube. With all that sent to bed, Santa gives Stan a Christmas wish, and the Cubs reunite with their resurrected mother. And they all lived happily ever after.
And they all lived happily ever after. Except for Kyle, who died of AIDS 2 weeks later.
And they mostly lived happily ever after. South Park has never been afraid to push the envelope and get a little bit twisted. They've always been happy to hold the zeitgeist's feet up to the fire, even to this day. And they've done many Christmas specials, even before this. But to me, this one is the most memorable. I like Mr. Hanky as well, chill out. Making something Christmassy and making it feel so innocent and then turning it dark and depraved is kind of the show's forte. And this is a great example of that. But the eventual twist that this is actually just from the mind of Eric Cartman gives us a little bit of wiggle room and makes it feel a bit less mean-spirited than usual. We can just chalk it up to Cartman being Cartman instead of the usual depressing and dour look that South Park often has. So if you want something that's a bit hedonistic and a bit depraved but presented as a light-hearted, dark-minded Christmas classic, then Woodland Critter Christmas might actually be the only thing in the world that fits that bill.
And back home there were presents and lots of food to get fat, and it was the best Christmas ever. For the boy in the red poofball hat.
Homie, look at that watch. I've always wanted a watch like that.
Well, maybe someone will give you one for Christmas. Now she'll really be surprised when she opens that ironing board cover.
Before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsor for this video, ILG.
Selling your body's chemicals after you die. And by Little Sweetheart Cupcakes, a subsidiary of ILG.
Today we're watching the classic Christmas special, A Crusty Kind of Christmas, featuring guest appearances from respected private citizen Tom Landry. And yeah, I'm gonna let you handle that one, Crusty.
Shushashi.
Sure, boy. Ugh.
Nailed it. Just kidding, we're of course watching the season 7 episode of The Simpsons, Marge Be Not Proud, where every kid in Springfield is looking for one present this year. Bone Storm. So, Bart respectfully asks his parents to get him a copy.
I need Bone Storm or go to hell! Bart?
Young man, in this house we use a little word called please.
Fortunately for Bart, Marge recognises the game is expensive, violent, and a distraction from his schoolwork. So, you know, the best game ever. But she's not going to buy it for him. But, at the very least, even though it's a bitter pill to swallow for Bart, his father knows how he feels.
When I was your age, I wanted an electric football game more than anything in the world. And my parents bought it for me, and it was the happiest day of my life. Well, good night.
Bart isn't helped by the fact that he's reminded by the game everywhere he goes, including the comic book store having it for 99 cents. Get it?
You wish to purchase Bone Storm for 99 cents. Net profit to me? Negative $59. 99 cents is the rental price.
Oh, then may I please rent it, please?
No, you may not. I am all out. Though I do have a surprising abundance of Lee Carvalho's putting challenge.
Oh, unlucky Bart, but hey, you should get a copy of Lee Carvalho's putting challenge while you're there. I hear it's the game that every kid wants this year. It's also not helped by the fact that Thrill House.
This is great! And all I've done is enter my name! Thrill House!
Has a copy of the game, and Thrill House doesn't feel like sharing.
It's only a one-player game. Then how come it says second player score? Mom! Bart's swearing! Hey, what the hell?
No,
Damn it, I wasn't swearing.
Right now.
So Bart goes to the store hoping that if he looks sorry enough, someone might buy him a copy of the game. But while there, he meets Nelson and Jimbo, who found their own way of getting exactly what they want.
Shoplifting is a victimless crime, like punching someone in the dark.
Bart would never stoop that low, and thankfully, his conscience talks him out of it.
Take it a Bone Storm. The store, she's so rich. It's the company's fault for making you want it so much.
Just take it. Take it, take it, take it, take it, take it. Take it!
Maybe video games are bad for kids. I'm just saying. He makes it outside the store, but just at that moment...
Sir, would you open your coat, please?
Enter Don Brodka, one of my favourite one-off characters in The Simpsons. I mean, we've all seen that security guard who looks like a no-nonsense mofo, but they managed to find the humour in the character being such a hard-ass and give him some amazing one-liners.
If I wanted smoke blown up my ass, I'd be at home with a pack of cigarettes and a short length of hose. You think you're pretty smart, don't you?
No.
Don't smart out to me, smart guy.
One-liners suit him, though. I mean, this is a character who can have a conversation with himself, as evidenced when he rings the Simpson household to tell them about Bart.
This is Detective Don Brodka from Try and Save Security. That's right, Don Brodka. Your son Bart has been caught shoplifting. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a shame, I know, but... Well, try and have a Merry Christmas. They weren't home. Uh-huh.
Well, if Brodka can't set him straight, at least we have Troy McClure to talk to him about why you shouldn't shoplift.
I'm here today to give you the skinny on shoplifting, thereby completing my plea bargain with the good people at Foot Locker of Beverly Hills. Thieves would literally lift the corner of a shop in order to snatch the sweet, sweet olives within.
Oh, Shekazaramesh, will you ever learn? With that, Bart is sent home and banned from the Try and Save store, meaning Don Brodka can finally enjoy his lunch.
Lousy, stinking piece of crap.
Well, things go better for Bart as he manages to get home just in time to swap the tape in the answering machine, meaning they're totally unaware he got caught shoplifting. Nice. Less nice is the fact that the family decide to go to Try and Save to get a family photo taken. I don't know why. I mean, their other family photos look perfect.
Hey, I don't remember saying that.
As a result, Bart is very antsy and impatient when they get to the Try and Save to have their photo taken, and it's not helped by the fact that Maggie is upset without her pacifier. But lucky for Bart, we have this angel of a photographer there to cheer her up.
Don't worry, Mama, I can put a smile on baby's face. Okay, Sugar Plum, it's time to meet Mr. Funny Voice.
Hello.
Oh, it's just air.
Well, just take the photo quickly then. 3, 2...
I thought I told you. No returns for busted merchandise.
Oh, so close. Brodka is trying to set him right, though. Have you thought about what could happen to Bart if he continues down this path?
Oh, sure. Now he's just a little boy stealing little toys. But someday he'll be a grown man, stealing stadiums and quarries.
Yeah, scary stuff. Even though Marge insists her son would never do that, the surveillance tape says otherwise, leaving her incredibly disappointed. And that's so unfair. Do you know how hard Homer tried to instill good morals and values into his son?
Haven't you learned anything from that guy who gives those sermons at church? Captain what's his name? Why do you think I took you to all those police academy movies? For fun? Well, I didn't hear anybody laughing.
Marge, meanwhile, is starting to wonder if she mothers Bart too much and that he might want a bit more independence as he grows older. So, first stop in the train of independence, put your own marshmallows in your cocoa. Let's go. Whoop whoop.
Hey, give me a slice.
It looks pretty good though, right? Is it any surprise then that Bart wants any form of maternal activity or validation?
Mrs. Van Houten, this is gonna sound kind of dumb, but can I hang out with you while you do mom stuff?
He's not going to find it at the Van Houten house though.
Really? Tell me I'm good.
At the Simpson house, the family have been having a fun snowy activity and Bart is left out of it.
Check it out, boy. It's like looking into a living snow mirror.
Feeling isolated and angry, he sets out to remind them exactly who they're dealing with.
Everybody thinks I'm the black sheep. Well, I'll show them what a black sheep can do.
However, when Bart arrives home with something stuffed up his coat that night, Marge assumes the worst.
What do you have under your jacket?
Nothing.
Oh, Bart, not again. Give it to me.
You know what happens when you assume.
I wanted to surprise you for Christmas.
Oh, sweetie, this is the best present a mother could get. I love you so much, my little bitty Barty.
That's right, a nice picture to make up for the one he ruined. Now, with the scales nicely balanced and everyone forgiven, Bart is allowed to open a present early, and it's the game he always...
Oh, yeah!
No, of course he doesn't get the game he wanted. That would be too easy, and he probably doesn't even deserve it. But he's at least nice enough to spare his mother's feelings and act like he's happy about it.
Thanks, Mom.
The Simpsons has had many Christmas episodes over its insanely long lifetime. And even though the first episode of the series was a Christmas episode, to me, hands down, this is the best one. Bart as a character is often the bad boy, and episodes where he has to face repercussions for his actions are often instant classics. Think Itchy and Scratchy the movie, or The Boy Who Knew Too Much. Here, it's on an incredibly personal level as it impacts the relationship with his mother, Marge, and it's so successful because she's often the biggest defender of him, meaning that the emotional core of this episode is incredibly strong. And it's made all the stronger by the fact that Bart actually recognises that he did wrong and disappointing his mother, and that Marge remembers how much she loves him and that she should never really give up on him. I'm sorry, I've got something in my eye. The Simpsons has always been a hilarious show, but its strong point is the fact that as much as the family are shown to be dysfunctional, they also show that they really do love each other. The show has a tender heart, even though sometimes it doesn't like to show it under the layers and layers of humour. And you take all that, you run it through the Christmas filter, you throw in a guest role from Lawrence Tierney and some incredibly memorable and quotable moments, and you've got my favourite Simpsons Christmas episode. So cut yourself a slice of cocoa, put Lee Carvello's pudding challenge on pause, and check out Marge Be Not Proud.
Mom, this fake snow is making me dizzy.
We're almost finished. There's just a little bit of green left.
Cartoons.